Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of Rule the Waves Japanese Turret Farmer Edition. Currently our turret farms are 20 months away. We're currently in the 10th month of war with France. Solid lead. No changes from last time where we left off. So I'm going to head right into it and hope for a major battle that flips Cochin and causes France to capitulate. Here's our newest battlecruiser into the Navy. Without border changes. Absolutely not. Thank goodness. I'm nervous every time. Too many times I've been like, yes, we can prosecute this war for as long as need be. We have a clear advantage. Ha 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 ha. And the Prime Minister is like, well, they asked real nice, so we just gave them all their land back. Oh, it's so frustrating. 5 centerline turrets. 5 plus, I should say. It begins. As soon as our turret farm Mark 1s come off the lines, you can imagine what Mark 2s are going to look like. Some raiding going on. Small battle in support of combat. So I'd take any of the matchups that might be. They give it. We gain 210 because the Germans are blockading France. Which, come to think of it, that should be raising their unrest by a lot. That may be why they're not able to get much down here. So there's no end for them. Oh yes, before I forget, training, sap ammo. Yes. Small amount of HE. And convert most of it over to sap, which is semi-armor piercing. Basically an HE shell with a base fuse, which is what AP shells have. The tip fused shells, they burst on impact, which is why they have the fuse in the nose. You put it in the base, and it'll detonate slightly later, and you make it a time-delayed fuse, which they were developing at this time, with some pretty significant successes and some setbacks, as I think the British had an issue with their time delay fuses during World War I. Sorry, getting a drink. So, yes, they had issues with their time delay fuses, I think, and they didn't find out till much later, and there was a revision. I think the Americans and the Japanese actually had a lot of success. So, semi-armor piercing. When do I want to use? Target is a capital ship. Yeah, you never use semi-armor piercing against a capital ship. Yes. Target is an armored cruiser. You're using small caliber ammo. Use the AP or the AG. Maybe. Do it that way. See how that works out. Sap, sap, sap. Yeah, I don't think I want to use sap against capital ships. No. Save. Save. There we go. Wanted to make sure that got done before we moved on. German government's offering absolutely better engine technology. I'll take it. Spy is discovered. I kind of don't care. Target designator. Fleet cruising. Submarine battle. German ship is sunk. And they're just not even engaging us anymore. What's our research look like? So we're doing well in the categories we expect to, except for ship design, which is shockingly far ahead without being prioritized. AP is lagging. Torpedo technology is doing well. Naval guns needs work. Alright, I don't think I want to adjust any of it. There we go. We have taken possession of Cochin. Taking out French subs. The raiders getting something. And one of our battlecruisers finds a French raider. Should be able to just go ahead. Sight it immediately. Max speed. Turn into her. There's no way she's going to get away. I don't think they have anything that goes fast enough. The Choslop Laubat. Oh. I know I'm probably murdering that. I'm trying though, and that is faster than I expected. But there is no hope for her. I'm pretty sure the way the recording is done, that was not as loud for you as it was for me. Oh, much better. So we opened up with the heavy guns, now the secondaries are doing most of the work. Maneuvering to throw off our aim, which just slows her down so we can get a little closer. Tertiary's getting involved now. Continue on course. See how she does as we open up with the full broadside. Oh yeah. Turn away in case she's launched torps. And this is going very poorly for her. No surprise with this result. See if we can't go faster. Now she's just taking a pounding now that she's come to a full stop. And it's over. No damage. 1 prestige for sinking a light cruiser? I'm not going to argue. And actually there are no rebel forces in Cochin. We have it outright. That's beneficial because that adds 20 to our base capacity. I don't think we'll hit that. But we could. It's 5 from the whatever. We got our larger destroyers now. I think a few subs. And a coastal raid that nobody can avoid. What is this? A cruiser, okay. We need to sink 1 ship. We have a cruiser to do it. We go north, hope to catch stuff in the bay or along the coast. Pointed south, so I'm going to go that way. Come up in speed. Accelerate time. And we'll go merrily hunting. With quick results. Hooray! Come up in speed. Seems to be moving pretty slow. I'm going to guess it's a transport. Minesweeper. Turns like a minesweeper. Looks like a minesweeper. Pretty typical minesweeper that the AI builds. Slow, poorly armed. Barely sufficient to take out a submarine. And of course, no torpedoes, so we can approach with impunity. Come down in speed again. get our course, and accelerate. Last few sips of my tea. We've already achieved our objective. Nighttime has fallen. Not expecting any more contacts. Not going to give up on it either, though. But I'm also not going to get too close to a port and get a random mine that spoils this whole scenario. And a minor victory. There's a battleship out there. That would have been fun. Alright. With the Congo now fully operational, we can bring her down into Southeast Asia. Check to see if France has anything significant up here. See if we still have a clear superiority down in Southeast Asia. And we'll move forward. Disputed border areas and some of their I'm okay. We've already taken one of their one of their colonies. Kinda wanna... They're blockaded. We could get a maximum peace deal. Tempted to go with do not let them off cheaply, press for hard terms. If they give in, get maybe 6 points. That'd be enough to get one more colony in Southeast Asia. But that's not guaranteed. So I think we'll push for more, which we get. Wow. Major fleet action between France and Germany, which I usually do not see this much action between the AI when they're involved in a security deal like that. Enemy goes, they're going to claim. Nothing there. Got some forces down in Southeast Asia now. French submarines get some ships. Our ally gets some points. And we intercept a raider. Please give me a prestige like last time. That would be amazing. Unknown ship sighted. Full speed. An armored cruiser. Get a heavy hit before we even identified her. We bounce off the extended deck. Wow, 8-inch. Merle Charnier. And 4-inch. Got torpedoes. We should have the range advantage. Secondaries getting involved. Oh yeah, what's her speed? 22. Oh yeah, she's done. Got the 8-inch. She can do some damage, knock the Tsukuba out for a couple months. And realistically, I should try to eliminate the risk to our ship. I like quick, decisive battles. And wars. So of course I'm going to close into ridiculously risky ranges and pound her into dust. Wow. Okay. We'll extend the range a little bit. Penetrating our belt armor into our engine room. Not a thing I like. We'll pursue her now. We should catch up to her speed soon. Start overtaking her. Even at a reduced speed. Pursuit. Getting the heavy gun in. Knocked out her port turret. Good to know if we close in again. Got her aft turret. The heavy gun's doing good work. despite just being 2 barrels. I think I'll close to minimum range. Turning to starboard. Turns back to port. Tries to fake us out. Get a full blast in. And we ram them. Excellent. I can do this all day. Ramming speed. There's the tail of the tape if you want to see it. Close it out. Light damage. I imagine she'll be in the yards for 1, maybe even 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I'm not. Or no, 1 month. The Ikuma with the condenser trouble is out for 2. 1 prestige. Clear superiority and victory. And we'll move forward another month. Excellent. Now I don't want them to capitulate. We're in Quang Chao Wang. Without border change, no. And submarines get a merchant. Raiders get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our allies do some action. Battle in support of land combat. Small engagement. And pretty much anything they'd bring to the fight, I would have fought. Convoy defense. Decline. Convoy defense, they can't decline. They can't muster ships. Excellent. I love free victory points. Did see that they were reporting that they had a battleship up here in Northeast Asia, but found that unlikely. Fighting continues. That's a good sign. Oh, absolutely. I will support the army when they are on the ground in an opposing colony. Battle in support of land, cruiser action. Got our somewhat light armored cruisers. But we get the battle cruiser to do this. Cruiser combat, so it should put us in contact with each other. Releases our controls and we can pursue. Close to Fort Boyard or Bayard. We might not be able to close quickly enough to do enough damage to incapacitate her. It's headed southwest though, so we're going to come around, swing in between her and the port. See if we can't cut off her retreat, especially as we seem to be a lot faster. Chateau Renault. Oh, okay. We're not a ton faster, but she stands 0 chance of winning. Get the destroyers involved. Oh, she's gonna pop out. This is somewhat risky now. I can't use my torpedoes because I'm going way too fast. Oh, pounding into her. That's... The destroyers don't need to get sunk. This combat is already done. Pursue her. A few more good licks. And she's done. Stats. Again with an excellent hit percentage. See the scenario. Oh, no prestige this time. So that should have this ground combat going very well. That heater engine, even longer range torpedoes. I think this is the first time I've had torpedoes on high priority, with having enough low priority that makes a significant difference. I don't recall having torpedoes this good this early ever, even when playing Japan on previous playthroughs. interception with the Izumo. I think it's our older one. She turns away. We'll set pursuit. Turning in. Identified as a light cruiser. Ah, the Galilee. Reminder, and for any of those joining us a little bit late, that's the Galilee class. Seen her before. I don't think any of the Galilees have ever survived an encounter with our ships. This one might, simply because it's faster. In fact, I'm going to bump up the speed while we do the pursuit. And we actually get within range and get a hit. Alright, slow it back down to normal. Yeah, she has a knot of speed over ours. Yeah, and if we keep getting hits like that, she's not going to last. And then, pretty sure no Galilee will survive contact with the Japanese Navy. She's actually pulling away a little bit. Excuse me, kitty. And continuing pursuit. Another 9-inch in. Starting to slow enough that we're getting more hits. Take a look. Yeah, she's messing turrets. Multiple turrets disabled. Alright. I think this is as good as over. We just gotta make sure that we don't get torpedoed. And she's done on that last approach. 14 hits. Wait, 14 hits, 20 received. Yet another number in Rule the Waves that doesn't always match up and does not make sense to me. Sure, there's a reason for it, but it's happening somewhere under the hood and I don't understand it. And we've taken possession. That's 2 colonies without using points from the peace deal. Private ship building. French submarine is actually doing a fair amount now. That blockade continuing. How many submarines does she have? Just 18. Nothing too crazy. Reasonably successful. Push back. Got 400 more victory points. Sinking French subs. Alright, checking to see where they're at. Actually abandoned Southeast Asia. Don't matter. More weight savings. A new director. Oh, that's where it starts to get, combat starts to get dangerous. You know what? Press for hard terms, but I'm pretty happy. Large territories and considerable reparation. 4. That's what I'm talking about. So we can get the Gulf of Tonkin, or no, we can't. Get the Antilles. I don't really want to be in the Caribbean. Could get into the South Pacific with Polynesia. Senegal, Corsica, Tunisia. Can't get New Caledonia. I think I will take Polynesia. And the other 3 points, they aren't wasted. They kind of go towards a hidden value of, hey, we took this much of their territory because it wasn't a colony, and it actually boosts the funds or economy of the country you're playing at the cost of the opposing country. I'm just currently baffled. So that takes care of that war. That is a very successful conclusion. We got 2 more territories. 3 actually, because we got French Polynesia. We'll immediately start improving that base. Our base capacity now 150. I'm happy with that. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I'm looking for a fight with Germany, Russia. How is Britain? We'll leave them alone. How's the US? Probably pretty dangerous. Their design's looking like. They are making things like the Kentucky. I think by the time we fight them, we'll have our turret farms out. I would not mind fighting the US to test them against these designs. So we'll put them on the board for picking a fight. We'll stop our Shikishimakais. Due to financial difficulties. Gee, I wonder why. And we'll move through this peace period rather quickly. No, we can never trust the US. They can't keep their agreements. Early lead for the US, so that looks like to be likely our next war. Shipbuilding. Absolutely, we want better fire control. Expand the docks. Next class will be significantly larger. Oh yes, we should send a force. Oh. Definitely want to go to the US, war with the US now. Borneo have, oh, it does not have oil. This could happen rather quickly. I'm gonna open this design for rebuild, switch to director, reduce our rounds. That'll be 4 months. All okay. Rebuild all 5 ships. Same with our magentas. Open design for rebuild. Has to be done in France, which doesn't have directors, so we can't actually. Can we upgrade them in our own? I don't think that's possible. Or it is. Excellent. Never actually tried that before. Have some funding left. Open design, director. Drop the ammo. I might drop the 3-inch bit. All okay. Get those rebuilding. Keeps these 2 in Southeast Asia. to foreign stations. I think there's no point in updating our destroyers yet. Well, actually there is. Getting old. So I just want to flat out replace them though. Better 7-inch? Absolutely. Savings on armor. Private shipbuilding. Runa and Chishima are now coming off the slips. We'll be ready soon. Extra damage. Resume these. Have our first turret farms. Not as strong as they could be. Sure, their successor will be even more impressive. Torpedoes do more damage. Let's move the Tokiwas down to Southeast Asia. We'll take the Asamas and rebuild them. Taking a 3-inch off the tertiaries. That takes care of all of those. Station, Southeast Asia. Enter. Runa and Shikishima are done. A is finished. Kurama is finished. Okshani. Not too concerned by that one. I mean, it's got impressive enough armor. Noma, Tsukuba, Fuso, Magenta. Bonus prestige. I have no unrest. I can afford that. Indian Ocean, where are you going? Increased industrialization. Congo finishes. I think that leaves, yes, our last couple. Italy is interested in plotting table. I'm not interested in sharing or accuracy. Suga, Asama. Look at the Tiger, which that is a threatening ship. "4 months. I think we want to design our next destroyer. I didn't realize we had the dual mounts. That is actually not bad as is. Do we have mines for destroyers yet? No. Give us a little bit more flexibility. 3. What another gun. I think I'm happy with that amount of guns. If I want to do anything, I think it's going to be speed or torpedo tubes. Only 2 sets, but they're not going to last long. That's probably good enough. Oh, way to go, auto designer. Getting it right pretty much from the outset. Full set of ammo. We do 5-inch? Yes, yes. No, seriously, overweight. Actually, not too much heavier. I mean, the ammo is. I have to reduce it a lot. Keep it with the 4-inch. That was working well. Why fix it if it ain't broke? And there goes the Namikaze. Namikaze already existed. Is that our original? I don't remember designing the Namikaze. Regardless, we want a bunch more of those. Get more destroyers, more capable destroyers. Rolling off the slips. They want to give us hydrostatic pistols. Guns below 8-inch. We're getting better turrets. Better small turrets. Yes, we want the better SLS 12-foot rangefinder. Yes. Thank you, Britain. Strongest possible language. And better fire control. Yes, please. And thank you. Not really close to war with anybody yet. Rome. Not too impressed. Absolutely. I don't mind. I like the bonus prestige. Again, that's an indicator of... It's a score. It's an arbitrary score. Better SIGINT. Bigger docks. I don't want to sell anything. This should be expanded by now. Move bases. Alright, Shikishimas are done. All or nothing. Sure. Working out very well. Build more destroyers. Yes. These will be our primary fleet support destroyers for the foreseeable future. Superimpose turrets on armored cruisers. I'm not sure I'm going to build any more of those. Oh, triple two, of course. Increased industrialization, which you saw that, if you caught that, that was like 450,000 of our monthly balance. Nobody wants to go to war. That's sort of threatening. Fast. Oh, here's the kind of event we need. Oh, dastardly Yanks. How dare they interfere in the Balkans? Get our destroyers. High capacity pump. Sure. They're our ally. I suppose I can get something. 13-inch guns finally. A little bit late. Definitely behind the curve. I'm curious whether I want to do any coast fortifications, but I don't think I'm done with that. No, the Italian government, no thanks. Suzuki. Back them in conditionally. Ah, didn't boost the US. German government offers to sell us face hardening. This security deal is definitely working out for us. We're getting a lot of, oh hey, do you want this technology? More of our ships commissioned. Building up a cushion so I can design the next turret farm. So ladder shoot, yes. Let's research it. Wow, We are ahead in fire control. This is going to be fantastic. And shipment design, for that matter. Might even be able to turn this down to low. I'm trying to remember what comes in ship design that I would be interested in at this point. Maybe I'm going to turn it to low. Focus even more heavily. More destroyers coming off the slips. Railroads, please. Engines, explosive shells. Nice boost to income now that's being freed up from the destroyers and some of our industrial expansion. I don't care about their minesweepers. If I have to worry about Italian minesweepers, something has gone horribly wrong. And post X mount on a light cruiser. With that, we have 50,000. I think our French war went exceedingly well. It would have been even nicer if we could have. We should have kept going, but I didn't. Could have taken some more territory. I'm not disappointed though. We've moved forward quite a bit. We've got a lot of cash built up. We're ready to do a new design. We've got plenty of great research. The only thing we're lacking is somebody with high tensions to look forward to. Aiming to do that with the US, if at all possible. Try to take Borneo, Manila, and Guam. Other than that, I think that about summarizes it. I think everything's going well. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. Take care.